Hey everyone! I told you that I'd be back today after the announcement. So that's what I'm doing. I'm here to talk to you about the Cricut Mug Press and give you all the details about it because I don't know if, I'm sure, hi Regina, I'm sure there are questions after watching the video that they just had because I had questions myself and I've been playing with this for a couple of weeks now, and I really, really love it. I just want to show you a couple of the mugs that I made. This one here is, I'm crafting today. I probably should have done it on the other side. Here's one of my initials. And this one, which I have actually use the infusible ink. Hi, Aledra. I used the infusible ink sheets and then I wrote on them, which, and there's one actually coming out right now. So I think the thing that, wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. I think the thing that I really like about this is it's super safe because, you know, with infusible ink, it has to get so hot. But when you're taking it out, you're just holding onto the mug handle. So this is, it's been designed with incredible safety in mind. It only uses infusible ink, and the only way that you can use it is by putting your mug in here. Mine's heated up already, but you're going to put your mug in here, which you take your design and you wrap it around like this, and you put it in here like this. And then you're going to press down here, and there are these 5 little dots here that are like testing or counting up all of the time it takes. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes to make to make one of these mugs. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes. It comes in this package. Now, I'm going to answer a couple of questions right off the bat that I saw from people who were watching the premiere. And that is, okay, first of all, there are 2 size mugs. There are 15-ounce mugs and 12-ounce mugs. However, you do not need to use Cricut mugs to work on the Cricut Mug Press. You can, if you have a place that you like to purchase what are called sublimation blanks, you can use sublimation blanks for the mugs. So these are obviously recommended because they're part of the Cricut line, and they are specially coated, so you can't just use any old mug. You definitely need to find a mug that has sublimation. It has like a coating on it. Okay, you can't really see it or necessarily feel it, but it does have a coating on it. So for you, in terms of, you know, if you want to save a little bit of money, you don't want to be buying the mugs from Cricut, you might consider getting sublimation mugs. But I will tell you, I've seen all the price points on all of these, and they're selling the mugs in hi, Brad. They're selling the mugs in packs, like 36 pack, or there's like a 6-pack, a 2-pack, and I will share all that information on my page as we go forward. But this is I got to tell you, I'm new to, you guys know me. I do a lot of paper stuff. And so when I first saw this, I thought, wow, that's really cool. But I mean, how many mugs can you actually make and blah, blah, blah. But, and I was always concerned about the safety of it, because I've seen some of those mug presses that are out there and they look scary to me. They look very, industrial, just like some of those heat presses, right? And this is not, it is not anything, does not look anything like that. And it's really pretty. It's going to look really nice on your craft desk, which I'm going to keep mine right here on my craft desk. The awesome thing about it, excuse me, is that you can use your Joy, you can use your Maker or your Explore. You can use any of them to create the design. So here is a design for, this is actually for the larger mug. So I just cut this out on infusible ink. I used this kind that is kind of galaxy type of thing. And there are preset cutouts. So you just simply have to choose the one you like, choose the size you like, and then cut it out, weed it. And then you take it and you're going to wrap it around your mug like this. And there are actually little like bits here, but I would actually recommend that you put some tape to hold it in place. And this takes a little practice. I have to say it did take a little practice when we first did it, but I was kind of a pro after doing this a couple of times. But so then once you have this on here like this, and in this case, you see this is above the rim. That's so that it will sort of do the rim for you. And then you put it into the machine, press on this lever, and it just does it automatically. You don't have to touch it, move it, or anything. It takes 4 to 6 minutes. I'm not really sure the exact time, but it will give you like a reading up here on these little dots that will tell you how far along you are. So you'll wait until it hits those 5 dots, and then it will automatically shut off. And then you just lift up the lever and out comes your mug. Now these mugs are 100% washable, microwavable, dishwasher safe. Not sure about in the oven, but I bet that they are. I have to check back on that. But when we do mugs, we have we've done mugs before, and the thing is that people have tried to use like infusible ink on them and use like their press or something, or other people have used tried to iron it on, or even vinyl. But the thing was that you could never put it in the dishwasher. You could never put it in the microwave. It would just completely melt off, right? So this will not melt off. It'll last for as long as you have this mug. And so I think for me, I think the thing that kind of sold me on it, and at first I was like, but I like the idea of giving a mug as a gift, and even putting like things inside, maybe making a special card and giving it as a gift. I mean, who doesn't drink some kind of beverage in the morning, or, just throughout the day? And so I actually created today this one, which I don't know if you can read it backwards. It says, "Everything will be fine once I have my coffee." I designed this in minutes because I took this cutout that was just like a plain cutout, and I put these flowers down here, and then I added text. And think about how personal you can get with these kinds of mugs. So they're just a lot of fun. And so I can show you, answer any questions that you have about it. As far as the price goes, it is $199. That's the retail price. And remember, when Cricut comes out with the product, they have it on the retail price, and it's usually like 90 days or more before it starts to go on sale. And even with the Joy, it didn't really go on sale until like after Christmas. So, but the thing that you will get is you will get your discount for being Access customers. So when you want to buy the mugs, you want to buy this, or you want to buy infusible ink, you'll get your discount off of that. And they are very reasonably priced. I believe that you can get 2 of the 12-ounce mugs for about $7. So if you have the mug press, you buy these for $7, and they will go on sale, and you'll get percentage off if you're Access member. It's like $3 a mug. I mean, that's really kind of cool. And I don't know about you, but I have a lot of infusible ink and I want to use it, but I don't make a lot of t-shirts, like shirts and stuff. So I've been really happy with all the new infusible ink products that they've come out with, like the wine bags and the cosmetic bags and the tote bags, things like that seem, for me, it's more my style. And definitely the mugs are more, sort of along my style than a t-shirt. I'm just not a super t-shirt wearer. So yes, there will be pre-designed projects on, and in fact, no, I don't believe this is going to be on HSN as a special. I think that was a maker special. I might be wrong, but yeah, you could do coasters with it. Yeah. So I will admit that, it is a bit of a high price point in my, when I looked at it first, because I am not an iron-on sort of person first off. But then I kind of got hooked. I kind of got hooked on these and started thinking of different people that I could give mugs to, my sister, my mother. And yeah, you can use infusible ink pens. I did it for this. I used an infusible ink pen on infusible ink transfer sheet, okay? And then I mirrored it, and in fact I can kind of show you going through, but we're gonna have more detailed lessons on this, okay? But just as a first off type of thing, you can find the designs on Design Space. Just start off with a new project, and we'll go to images, and if you search for just mug, you just type in mug, you'll find these images here. So see, there are all these are the mug presses, and you'll see one and another. That's because one is a large size, so this is the large size, and this one is the small size. So you find these little things, and so you don't have to be super creative when you're starting, but this is what I did. So here is the one that I did. Let me get rid of this one. So this is the one I liked, and I wanted to do it on infusible ink transfer, and then I wanted to put my own text on there. So then I just added text. I did choose a writing font, so I'm going to just go on here and just choose a writing font. It's turning off. And so let's see, it has a writing style. Okay, and then I can choose whatever I want, and then I'll type it in, like Rita's coffee. All right, now I can either take this and cut it out from the infusible ink, right? Or I could turn it into a style, a writing style, and use my pens. So I'm going to choose writing style, and here it says Rita's coffee. Okay, I kind of like that. And so I'm going to select this all, and I'm going to attach it. And actually, I might have to detach this one first. Yeah, I do. Okay, so now I'm going to select this all, and then I'm going to hit attach. And now I'm able to put this through on my machine, whatever machine you have. Okay, so you'd hit make it. And in this case, this is hooked up to my Maker, but I could change it to my Joy if I want to. But here's what it's going to look like. Then I would go up into this area and I would turn the mirror on. And you'll notice that it goes backwards. So then when I go to hit go, then I would choose infusible ink transfer sheets. Transfer. Which font is that? That's DJ Inkers. DJ Inkers, I believe. Yeah. DJ Flirt has a writing style. That's what I used. So I wanted to point out that there's pre-made stuff, and then there's stuff that you can just go ahead and make from start to finish. So you go to images, and here are all of these, and there's literally just like the insert cards, there's just like tons and tons of these here. And we'll get into all the details on how to do it and how to weed and all of that. It does only uses infusible ink. Okay, so if you have iron-on, it doesn't work with the iron-on, okay? Or even like all the other iron-on, it does not work with the iron-on. It can only be used with infusible ink sheets or the pens, or you can use them both together as well. So when they were packaging up this and looking for ways to package up, they found out that these sheets these sheets are actually the perfect size for the mugs. So if you have the large box, you can use it and cut it down, or if you have these small boxes. Now some of us had that, remember that mystery box that was out with the infusible ink? We got a lot of these, and this is, if you got that, this is what you do. You take this out. Now you would have to put it on a mat for the Joy or for the Maker, whatever. You do have to put it on a mat. You would put it on your mat, and then it was, no, it's not sold out because it's not available yet, Eileen. Thank you. Yeah, remember you got the infusible ink mystery box? So these size sheets is what everybody got, and this will work perfectly on the mug, because then you'll put it through your machine, you'll cut it, or use the writing, and then you can just put it onto here, and you can secure it with tape, which I would recommend, and then pop it into your machine like this. It goes in just like this. You press down on this lever, and then you'll see it going on these lights. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes in the press. Okay, so it's out of stock on the website because it's not yet in stock. Right, so this is a way for us to get really into infusible ink. It's kind of good because we're just coming off doing several weeks of card making. So this will be a nice change from the card making. And so from start to finish, from an idea to cutting it out and then actually pressing it, it's less than 30 minutes, honestly. It's and it's kind of addictive. I don't know, like I've always had, my own, like I collect false crafts. So like for me, I always have like matchy, but then I started thinking this is really kind of cool. And there's a lot of space. Like at first I was like, oh, I'm just going to put my design on this side and this side, but why not make it all around? This is Cricut land. We do what we want, right? And as far as when it's going to be available, it's going to be available on March 11th, okay? You can use different coffee mugs, okay? You can use, you do not need to use the Cricut mugs. You do not. You can buy other mugs. What they've suggested is that you buy mugs. They have to be sublimation mugs. And to answer the question, can this be used for sublimation? Yeah, it can. So if you guys have a sublimation printer and you're already doing sublimation, we haven't gotten that far in our tutorials. But if you have not for you, that's try a couple hours, really? Oh, I don't know. For me, I was able to bang out a bunch of these in just a few minutes. The hardest part was waiting for the press to be finished. But so anyway, if you have a sublimation printer or you know of a place where you can buy your sublimation mugs, they will work in the press. Now, there might be other types of mugs out there that are sublimation. They do suggest that you use a straight walled mug. So this is what's called a straight walled mugs. And I know that there are some latte mugs and things like that. And so they might have a difficult time and you might have to sort of hack it a little bit, but it would work as long as it, okay, Emmy, I'll do one for you. So let's do this 15-ounce mug because I have that cut out and it's the large cutout. Okay, so let's have a look. Here it is. Over here. Okay, so here is the mug. Okay, and let's use this design that I have that says everything will be fine once I have my coffee. Now I'm going to use this tape to adhere it onto the mug because I don't want it to move around. I mean, it's very, very snug in there, but I just don't want for it to move around. And I might have to, I cut this out and I have this extra tape here. I'm going to just weed it around the edges, just for no other reason than so that it will fit best on my mug. So I'm just kind of cleaning this part off, okay? Now I'm going to take my design, which I did on my maker using the pens and the transfer sheets, and I am going to put it facing the mug. That's why I mirrored it, right? I'm going to put it facing the mug, and I am going to start moving it around the mug like this, right? And I'm trying to get it so that it's fit, and you'll see there are these edges here so that they can attach here. Like this, you see? And again, I might need to trim up some of this. This is just the, the transfer part, okay? So let me move it down a little bit, okay? Yep, you should you should clean the mug off. You can either use alcohol or you can use your lint roller, whichever you prefer. And yeah, you should, best practices would be to clean it up, but everybody wanted to see me do it. So here we go. And I don't know where my lint roller is. So, okay. So I'm going to use some heat resistant tape to hold it into place. So here is this heat resistant tape. And you don't have to use the Cricut brand. I know everybody's like, oh, the Cricut, everything's Cricut. But honestly, they spend an awful lot of time and effort in pulling these things together. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having them, having them have products that work with one another. But, some people like to complain. But anyway, so here it is. Now, if I wanted to, I could tape at the top. I could tape even at the bottom if I wanted to. If I just wanted to cut out one little design, I could tape it onto the side of this. But this is pretty well secure, right? And I'm going to, my machine's all heated up, so let us take it I'm going to get closer so you can see. So you see it has this like little lever. And there is the heat up one that activate it to turn it on. And that's it. You just simply have to turn it on. It takes a few minutes to heat up. And then we're going to take and put our mug in there, just like that. There we go. I want you to see everything. And then I'm just going to place and close it. And you'll see that the little green part is going to, it's going to hug that mug. Okay. And now see, there are the lights. So there's one light is on, and we'll just wait, and it'll go through the process, and it will do, more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then when it's done, it is very hot, very, very hot. I don't know the exact temperature that it is, but it's like as hot as the easy press, or a regular press, and so you can't really take it out and hug it and use it, but you could use it once it's cooled down. So I just did this one just as we were getting started, and I really like it. I use that galaxy look, and you see how it's here through here, and this actually is cut at these places. And again, I'm not an iron-on heat press kind of gal. So for me to sort of in a few minutes figure this out, and I keep thinking, wow, I could, if I really got into this, I could make some pretty amazing mugs. And now I think I will, and I'm thinking in terms of like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and birthdays. I'm crafting today. Look at that. And then this is one of the ones where I just cut out the monogram, and I just stuck it on there. Okay. So yeah, the mug that I got in there now is a 15 ounce. I haven't done the 15 ounce before, and I did it with my I used infusible ink transfer sheet. I cut it out, and then I also used the pens. Now, as far as people wanting to use the pens, you can only use infusible ink pens, okay? And they are available in a bunch of colors. I have this, which is like all these marker set 1.0, and then they also come in a bunch of just black, and they come at 2 sizes, 1.0 and 0.4. And then you can use any of the infusible ink. You can use the big one, or you can use the small one. The small one works out great, and so it's great because you don't have to cut it. But the large ones, which I have a lot of, it works just fine. I just cut it down and cut it out. You can use your Joy to cut this out. You can use your Maker. You can use your Explore. Any of those machines will work. And then as far as the cups, remember, you don't need to use Cricut brand mugs, but I think they're reasonably priced. They're like $7 for 2, and I'm sure they'll go, they'll have sales, they'll have bundles, they'll have a whole mug press bundle. It takes I'd say about 5 minutes, Juanita, and we've actually just waited, and look, it's on number 4. And as soon as it hits number 5, you'll hear the press, that same noise that you get from the Easy Press. Yes, there are templates. Yes, there are templates available. So you can use your iPad or your computer or whatever to find the templates, and here are just some of them. And so there's a whole bunch here to choose from, and you can make the changes, and that's what we'll probably focus on when we do these for real on on a day that we have Cricut Chat, but there are like dozens of ideas here. So, you know, you, even if you are kind of like, I'm not very creative, I want to just do something, like there's this one, You're My Cup of Tea, or there's this one with all the cats. And so let me just show you what it looks like when you come in here. So there is this one. Look at this cute cat one. You know, and then you can, I believe that one is a writing. Let me just check. It's multiple. Let me check the layers. Yeah, there's draw and there's cut. So that's a perfect one. You can just use the markers and use your, you can use regular paper or you can use the transfer sheets. I like the transfer sheets, to be honest. And then you can write on it with your pen. Make sure you use the infusible ink pen. It's heat activated. And then you would simply cut it out, and if this has drawing, you would draw it, use the drawing, and you'd mirror it, and then all you'd have to do is just take it out of your machine and wrap it around the mug like we did, and oh, our mug is done. Okay, so to take it out, I'm just going to lift up that. The only part that is not hot is the handle, which I like that. I like that design. So please try to be careful to stay away from everything but the handle. Now you'll see it kind of got like yellow, and I'm going to set it down. You're supposed to wait 15 minutes, but you guys know me. I can't wait for some things, so I'm going to try to cut it off without burning myself. And it seems like it might be working. Let's see. But if you were doing this at home, you know, I would tell you to wait. But I just can't help myself. All right. Look at that. Everything will be fine once I have my coffee. Isn't that great? That's, you know, you're never going to find another mug just like that. Now, I do see a little bit of ghosting, which I think I probably would have put some more tape at the top. But, and this here, this E thing happened when I was using the pen. So that has nothing to do with the press. So that happened. But look at the flowers. Aren't they great? And that's simply done in a 1.0 black infusible ink marker that was done on the transfer sheet that's green. So once I can, you know, come up with a number of different new ways to do this and different tricks and tips, I'm going to give you a full class on it, but just wanted to just kind of show you how lovely it is. Is it safe to drink? Is it safe? It's 100% like safe, BPA, all that stuff. Is it safe to drink since it goes all the way to the top? It infuses into the mug. So, I haven't heard that it is unsafe. I will ask that question, Lana. And if you didn't want to put it at the very top, you could certainly, cut it down, a little bit, but you know, I'm just learning how to do this, and I'm pretty impressed with what I've been able. Very professional looking, you know. And again, you know, doing iron-on is not my thing. It's paper. So for me, I'm pretty happy with what I have come up with here, and so it's a pretty nifty little machine. Okay, shh. All right. So again, this won't be available until March 11th. It is definitely dishwasher safe, microwave safe. You can use it as soon as it's cooled down. Can you draw your own picture? You absolutely could do that. So if you have kids that maybe they want to make a mug for grandma, or grandpa or something, you can give them the pens. They do need to use the infusible ink pens and a sheet of paper, and they can write whatever they like. And if you want them to, you can also have them do a picture, and then you can reverse it. Okay, so you have to be careful, because if they're going to write their name, like, Elaine or something, it has to be reversed. So, but pictures can be like, they do the stick figure family pictures and stuff like that. You can use it. I'm pretty sure that it is going to be released everywhere. I don't know too many specifics about Australia. Okay, so photos, the thing about photos and sublimation type projects, is that it would need to be printed on the correct, material. So I think it could be done, but it would need to be printed on the correct material, and also using the correct ink. Okay. So if you had a sublimation printer and you wanted to use this to get this onto your mug, yes, you could definitely do it. Its price point is $199, and that's US. I think it's going to be launching in the US, UK, Canada, and I think Australia on March 11th. There will be bundles available, so you'll be able to get like a bundle that has the mug press, some mugs, some infusible ink, and some pens for a very reasonable price. And that way you'd have everything you need to get going. You missed it. That's okay. You can watch the replay. I'll repost the replay. But, any other questions that you guys have that are just burning into your skulls, ask me, and I will tell you, that, or I can answer it on my page, and we will continue to work with this, and I'm sure we'll get really, really good at it. But this is like first attempts at it, and I'm like, wow, this looks so professional. Couldn't believe how professional it looked. So there you go. And let's see. I think that's it for this time. If you have any questions, feel free to comment here or reach out, and I'll be happy to answer. Can you use the copy paper? Yes, you can, Shirley. You absolutely can use the copy paper with the pens, so that way you could use all the different color pens. So if you got one of these awesome, like colorful thing, you can then draw on your copy paper. But what you have to be careful about with the pens, with writing, is that if you're going to put writing on there, like someone's name, you would have to reverse it. Okay. So, that's easy to accomplish, but it takes a few steps. So I'll show you how to do that in the future as well. Time for all the hubbies to think about Mother's Day, or for, whatever, birthdays that are coming up and whatever. So that's it. This is a Cricut Mug Press. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to have a little more fun with it, and going into the weekend, and I'm going to show you all about it. And let's see what else. Tomorrow on Cricut Chat, we are going to finish up our card extravaganza. So we won't be doing this tomorrow, but I can come back and show it to you on Sunday and maybe even Saturday. Sunday we'll do it with the joy, so you can see how easy it is to do the joy and the mug press together. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much. It is fun. It's not for everyone. I understand that, but but I kind of got hooked. I mean, I was like, wow, this is really kind of fun. So, so I hope that, you might have a look and see that, that this might be something for you. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Cricut Chat. Take care. Bye.